Welcome to this video lecture on consumption. This video is a summary of everything that you've learned in SF1. So first, there's a few facts about consumption actually that we haven't mentioned yet. First is that consumption is the largest component of aggregate demand. That's an important fact to know. Less important is that, in particular, it's about 70% of aggregate expenditure each year in the United States. In general, now we've developed a relationship between different variables. We're going to focus on these four and your level of consumption. Both Keynes' theory and Friedman's theory say that when you make more money, you're going to consume more. So when disposable income increases, you consume more. In the Friedman theory, we added the fact that when your future expected income increases, so you have a high YP not because your income's high today, but because in the future it will be high and you're averaging all those years together, you'll have higher consumption. And lastly, these two last variables are pretty intuitive, so we haven't talked about them yet. When your wealth is higher because your house is worth more, where the stock market's booming and you own a lot of stock, people will tend to consume more. And when interest rates are high, you want to save your money to get that high rate of return, which means you're going to have to consume less. So real interest rates and consumption are negatively correlated. When R goes up, C will go down. This is the most important thing to get out of SF1. If you remember how these four variables on the left relate to consumption as shown on the right, then you're pretty much set. You'll also want to know the distinction between the Keynesian theory of consumption and the permanent income hypothesis, how the permanent income hypothesis differentiates the two types of income. But that's sort of summarized within this summary consumption function. So I leave you with two questions to do to make sure you understood this video. They both ask you to think about how some variables will change and then how will that impact consumption. This is an important skill, not because it will be asked of you directly, but you're going to be asked about how aggregate demand is affected by events, and since consumption is a part of aggregate demand, you'll need to think about how consumption changes in response to those events. Thanks for watching.